Welcome, welcome to GMN tutorials. Please remember to subscribe and also to share this video to other people so that they can gain the same knowledge which is being offered by GMN tutorials. In the lesson for today, we are looking at GCE 2022 paper 1 question 22b, which is mostly based on quadratics. Yes. So our question reads, the diagram below shows the sketch of the graph y is equal to 3 minus 2x minus x squared passing through the points A, B, and C. So these are the points, and this is the equation of the curve, as you can see. Now, find the coordinates of the point A and C, these points. And one thing you should know is that to answer this question, one thing we should know is that along the x-axis here, y is equal to 0. And along the y-axis, x is equal to 0. So, along this one, which is the x-axis, y is equal to 0. So which means that at these points A and C, we expect the value of y to be 0. Now, let's answer. Solutions 1. So this equation, it is in this form, 3 minus 2x minus x squared. Here, we have learned that since all the points along the x-axis have a value of y equal to 0, so we are going to put a 0 here. Then 3 minus 2x minus 2 minus x squared. Now, to take you back a bit, the general equation for a quadratic, it says a squared minus b plus bx plus c. This we can say y is equal to something like that. So with this, we compare with this, the one which we are having. So our value of a here, we're going to have a is equal to -1. Then b will be based on the one which is having a single variable, which is x, will be b will be equal to -2, and our c will be equal to 3. We can simplify this by using factorization method, so that we get the values of x at which the curve is cutting the x-axis. So to do so, let's say P, which is a product, A times C. So in this case, which you are having, our coefficient value for A, it's -1 there. Then for C, it's 3 times there. Our product is -3. Sum is equal to B, which is -2. Sum is always equal to B. In this case, is equal to -2. AC is representing sum. When those two numbers, when you add them, in other words, we have to find, we should find two factors, such that when you multiply them, we're going to get -3. When you add them, we're going to get -2, which is equal to the sum, which is B. In this case, it's -2. So which are those two numbers or two factors? The factors are -3 as well as 1. These are the two factors. And we are going to replace where it is with B. So we can write this equation by doing so. 0 is equal to 3 minus 3x these factors, we write them in terms of x, the variable, minus, so plus x. The coefficient there is the same as 1, which is this. So these are the factors which I've found, which is negative 3, comma 1 minus x squared. Once we have reached here, we need to do what? We need to factorize. We need to factorize this expression since we have replaced the factors over here. So we are going to say 0 is equal to, we group them, these two numbers, we group them, and we factorize. So by factorizing, which means that we factor out the number which is appearing on both sides. In this case, it's 3. So 3, open bracket, when we remove 3 here, we are going to be left with 1 there, minus, we remove on 3x, we are going to be left with an x there, plus, between the two x's, we have the x is common in both sides. We're going to remove one x there, we're going to be left with 1 here, minus the x, there are two x here. When we remove 1, we are going to be left with 1x. As you can see, this one and this one must be the same. The numbers in bracket, the expressions in brackets must be the same to see that you are doing the right thing. From there, we move on. We group them. This one and this one. So which means 3 minus plus x, we've grouped it. Since these are 2, we just pick 1 and we write it like that. And they're equated to 0. From there, we are going to say x is equal to this plus 3 is the same, is equal to 0. Then 1 minus x is equal to 0. So if this one goes to the 0 there, it crosses an equal sign, becomes negative 3. So x equals to negative 3. Then here, x, once it goes there, becomes positive. So it becomes x equals to 1. So you can be able to understand that here, indeed, we can approximate to say that here it is negative 3 on the negative side. Then here, possibly 1. Yeah. So the coordinates, we have coordinates a. For a, we are going to have here it is negative 3, 0, and c is equal to c will be 1, 0, since the value of x, the value of y along the x-axis is 0. Doing so, we have answered this. Let's go to the turning point. How to find the turning point? So to find the value of x on the turning point, we are going to say just x is equal to negative b. This is number 2, negative b over 2a. What's the value of our a there, which we had? It's negative 1. B, negative 2. So we're going to say negative times the negative there, then we divide. 2 and negative 1 we replace. This becomes 2. 2 times negative 1, it is negative 2. So here it will pass in, the turning point is passing through negative 1. The value of x on our turning point is negative 1. Now, how are we going to find the value of y? We are going to use the same equation. If the value of x is equals to negative 1, what could be the value of y? So, meaning that our turning points where the curve is turning here, at this point the value of y is, the value of x is negative 1. Now what could be the value of y there? Let's find that. So using the same equation, we're going to write it like that. Y is equal to negative 2 minus 3 minus 2. We replace it with a negative 1 minus x, y is equal to 3 minus 2 like that, minus -1 squared. When you evaluate, this is 3, this comes +2. Then -1 squared, it's 1. Times negative, it becomes negative. This one gives you 4. So the turning point for this equation, it's turning point t is equal to -1, 4. This is the required solution. Please remember to subscribe and also to share this video. And as GMN tutorials, we are offering GCE online tuitions, internal candidate tuitions, and also revision through past papers. You can WhatsApp me if you need any question or help on this line 077 63 31 455. WhatsApp. Thank you for your time.